Who makes the sun rise? It is I, Paradaro. I lift up my voice against the mighty dawn. I set the world in motion.
My name is Lois Maine Templeton. I have a studio in the Stutz building, which I share with artist Phil O'Malley. I paint large, messy, gestural abstracts. Enjoy doing that, and also have just published a book, the title of which is Who Makes the Sun Rise? This book erupted after hanging around for about 30 years. And at that point, when I was just beginning to explore the idea of finally writing this book, Phil O'Malley knew precisely what was going on and that it was going to be an adventure. If you're going to go on an adventure, it's an awful lot of fun to have somebody do it with.
My role in the collaboration was as creative director. I took Lois's paintings, her story, and put it together to make a work of art in itself.
Samuel was the only rooster hatched in the barnyard one cold winter's day. As Samuel grew, he lost his yellow fuzz and developed feathers of crimson and gold. On his head was a scarlet crown. Samuel looked so very elegant and felt so kingly that one day he let out a shout. Samuel had found his voice. It just so happened that at the same moment that Samuel found his voice, the sun came up. How glorious I am! I make the sun rise, Samuel thought. Then, one day, something awful happened. Samuel flew up onto his rafter, shook out his feathers, opened his beak, and nothing came out. He couldn't believe it. He tried again and again. He was in such a tizzy that he hardly noticed when at last the golden sun rose into the sky.
Samuel is heard by God. This is the original Judaic significance of Samuel. And when I say that I think that if we are honest and we're direct and we're open with each other, then eventually we do have a voice. We have integrity.
When Samuel realized his mistake, he naturally felt that everyone in the barnyard was making fun of him. He was so embarrassed that it made him want to hide. Instead of talking with his friends and finding out how they really felt, he just flew up into the rafters of the barn and sulked. When Samuel was still sulking after several nights had passed, the mouse came to talk to him to try to help Sam find his way. "Samuel," she said, "the animals have sent me to tell you something. They never believed that you made the sun rise, but every morning you made them happy in the dark. Maybe you should go spend the night up in the old apple tree all by yourself and do some thinking. Once in a while, we learn something special when we are alone. Perhaps when the sun rises, you will crow again."
Do you think Samuel ever found his voice again? People ask that because it was so scary when suddenly he couldn't crow. Did he ever find his voice again? That's what the book is about. Open it up and find out.